What's good? You already know who it is. Sophisticated G. Yes, I'm here. You already know what it is, man. I'm blessed. You feel me? I can't complain. It's been a beautiful day. I want to get right into it. You feel me? I ain't gonna waste nobody's time. I'm gonna get right into it. You know how I do. I always get right to it. You feel me? But yeah, we gotta stop as Christians. We gotta stop using the scriptures to judge others, right? I know we be wanting to help people and try to show people, but sometimes I think that's a problem with us, and that's why people kind of turn away from Christianity and turn away from God and stuff like that, because we get painted as we're overbearing, judgmental. We condemn people, and honestly, that's not our job. It's to judge. Our job is not to judge. Our job is not to condemn. That's God's job. What we're supposed to do as Christians is just show people a different way. Show us what God's been showing us. Show us and talk to them about Jesus. Now, that's our job. Now, what they do after that, that's on them. You feel me? They've been warned, right? Our job is to warn people. That's it. We just supposed to warn people. You feel me? We're supposed to put people up on game, show people a different way of life, teach people how to go about things and how to do things, and we let God handle the rest. It's not us to be all judgy and to condemn and rebuke people and tell people what they shouldn't, because I realize that you can't do that. It actually turns people away. Plus, it puts a negative vibe, a negative connotation towards us too. We get a bad rep as well, right? And now we got people looking at God a certain way because they're like, well, you guys people, you acting like this? So we have to be more calm. We got to learn how to just, all right, you want to tell people scriptures? Tell them scriptures. Don't argue. Don't fight. Just speak your peace. If people want to engage in arguments and want to argue with you, don't engage in arguments because that's the problem too. With religion, we like to argue about shit. Argue about things and, oh, you're right, I'm wrong, this religion's right, this religion's wrong, and so forth and so forth. And that's the issue, right? And then before you know it, nobody agrees with nobody want to be bothered with nobody. It did more damage than anything. It did more harm than good, and then it ends up being a waste of time, and then it just causes division and separation, and that's not God, you feel me? So we just gotta learn how to just speak our piece, right? Talk about Jesus, talk about the scriptures, give people examples, be the example, because I gotta learn. Because I learned that too. I have to be an example. So we have to also be the example as well. And let God handle the rest. Let God handle the rest. Don't argue with folks. Don't condemn folks. Don't rebuke folks. Let God handle it. Pray for them. That's the best thing we could do, is just pray for people. You know, I realized, because I've learned the hard way. I try so hard to try to help people and try to show people. Bro, everybody has their own timeline. People have their own way of doing things. People live their own life. You just gotta let people be. You feel me? You just gotta let people do them, right? God, when it's time for them to learn, when it's time for them to learn what they need to learn, when it's time for them to change their ways, it'll happen in their time, right? You can't rush their process. Like I said, everybody has their own timing. Like I said, I've learned the hard way. I try to help people, and it's like, some people don't want the help. You got motherfuckers, yo, excuse my language. You got people that don't want help. They want to complain. They want to live life in misery. They want to bitch and complain, moan, and be grumpy. They don't want better for themselves. You got people out here like that. They're comfortable in their mess. Trust me, you got people out here, they're comfortable in their mess. And you got people out here they don't want to better themselves, but they'll use you. They'll use your anointing. They'll suck you dry of all your energy and things of that nature. But they won't do better for themselves. You feel me? You got people out here like that. And you know how I know that? Because I've been around people like that. You feel me? And it's crazy because I'm like, what? it boggles my mind because but that just shows levels, and it shows that I'm on a different frequency, I'm on a different vibration. And it took a lot of work, you know. It's not easy, right? It's not easy work. It does take work. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of trust, but it's possible, right? Because as long as you keep God first, we could do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We can do all things through Him because He's the one that strengthens us. So nothing's impossible for God. We just have to have the faith. Jesus even said it. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. But that's our problem. A lot of us don't have faith at all. We don't have faith. We don't believe. And we don't trust. We don't even believe in ourselves. So a lot of people don't even believe in themselves. So I wouldn't expect them to believe in God. A lot of people don't even believe in themselves. They don't even believe in who they are and what they bring to the table. They don't believe in their gifts that they've been blessed with. So how can you expect for them to even grasp the concept of what a God is and who God is and Jesus? And you can't. You feel me? So we just gotta learn. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own timing. Sometimes the process is longer for others. A lot of people do have hard heads out here. You feel me? You just gotta pray. You gotta pray for them and give it to God. If you feel like you around people that's just draining your energy and they not really getting it, you're trying to elevate and you feel like the people you with is dragging you down, you have to remove yourself. You have to cut ties. Yes, it's going to be painful. Yes, it's going to hurt. I know a lot of y'all is loved ones and it's people that you really spent years with. You're going to have to remove yourself. You're going to have to cut ties. It happens, right? Especially if you're trying to go here and they're still here. If they're not closing the gap, then you got to remove them. They have to close the gap. If you're ascending, they have to close the gap. They got to ascend right along. Now, they might be down here, but as long as they ascending, that's all that matters. But you got people, they'll rather drag you down and keep you down, keep you stuck, keep you stagnant, rather than just simply ascending or doing the work themselves and evolving and being better. And it's crazy out here. A lot of people, they just don't want to put in the work. They're not willing to go through that. They rather just go through life aimlessly and rather not put in the work. It's crazy, but that's just how it is, you know? And all you could do is just pray for them. That's all you can do. That's the best thing you could do is just pray for people, right? It's not, you know, don't judge, don't condemn. That's God. God's the ultimate judge, you know? He's the one. You gotta let go and let God handle that, right? Do your part in spreading the word. Do your part in telling people who Jesus is. Do your part in telling people who God is, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Just be the messenger. Just be the vessel. Just be the messenger. That's all you have to do. You don't have to force people to change. You don't gotta force people to do nothing they don't want to do. Simply just be an example. Spread the word. That's all you're supposed to do. You let God handle the rest. All right? Just let God handle the rest. I'm going to leave that with you. You already know what it is. It's Kitty G. Salute.